All right, welcome everyone to Wi-Fi Wednesdays. My name is Kevin Z. I am founder and CEO of My Wi-Fi Networks, and every week we meet to talk about social Wi-Fi marketing. We have a short office hours at the end where I answer your questions live. We go through different types of sales training, and this is also home of the 30-day Wi-Fi challenge. Now, if you don't know what that is, I'm going to be covering that today. I'm going to give a very quick overview of our 30-day Wi-Fi challenge, and we'll go into all of that. But if you missed last couple of weeks, let me do a very quick recap of all the new stuff that we launched on the platform. So we have our new inactive automation tool. So anytime somebody has not been to your location for a certain amount of time, whether it's 24 hours, 1, 2, 3, 5 days, a week, 20 days, whatever it is, you can automate a trigger to that user. So this is great for loyalty and retention. For example, if you want to say, hey, it's been a while, client, you came and used our Wi-Fi, you were here for a coffee last Tuesday, haven't been back, you can automate that message to reach out to the customer and come back. You can do all kinds of we want you back, buy one, get one options to your customers who have visited before. No reason to offer that to anybody. Just offer it to people who have been there before and get them to come back. Also really good for service reminders, for haircuts, for oil changes, for chiropractors and dentists, places that you would go on a frequent or regular basis. You can set up this automation in our tool right now to reach out to those customers automatically. We also have our unbranded packing slips. Everything is now branded under social Wi-Fi marketing services. So you can drop ship these devices, the SH100 devices, to your clients, and everything works without anyone knowing about My Wi-Fi Networks. We also have our new template, the preview template. You can create a baseline template or campaign in which to create your new splash page previews under. So I ran through that last week in more detail. That is basically what we launched as well with CRM notes. And new this week, which was last week, I actually haven't updated the slides for this because we have nothing new for this week. It's kind of the holiday season. We're obviously improving things. We have one new thing that I'll share with you. It's our new legal terms, but I'm going to do a separate video on that. We recently made all of our terms now dynamic. But what I'm most excited about really is what we spent a lot of time on, and we launched it last week, is a new quick report with read-only sub-user access. So now you can create a sub-user, give them access to only the quick report and in read-only mode. Then when they log in, they can go in and basically view our quick report without being able to edit the campaign. People who edit the campaigns now have the ability to edit the footer. So we have the availability of our logo, text, like a footer text, and then support. If you have any support calls to action under there, you can now put this onto your campaigns or splash pages. You can also set this in your template. So any new previews that you use will automatically have your branding at the bottom of it. So that's a really cool thing that you should do. And you should update your preview template, like I just said, right away to put your branding there so that every preview that you do moving forward will have your own custom brand. And also with our updated legal, all of the legal is now completely dynamic. So you can enter your own legal company name. And let me actually show you where that is. And essentially what this allows you to do is really make it 100% white label down to the legal side. So I'm just going to go in over here as one of our partners. Actually, yeah, it's a demo account that I'm using here that we have in the office. But now if I go under branding, you're going to notice a couple new things here. So you're going to have your site title was there before, but you have legal company name. Okay. And you also have support link. Now, what this is going to do is that when you have your privacy policy and you have everything listed, it'll actually dynamically replace that. It also has our new terms of service and privacy that I'm going to be sharing with you guys later on as well. And I can actually show you this. And like I said, actually, I want to do a separate video on this with all the proper legal. I'm going to share that because it's something that really needs to be specifically discussed. We have our new terms for users that are connecting. We also have our new privacy policy and our new system license agreement that we've made all dynamic. And it's something that you can use on your platforms to do it. Now, like I said, I'll do a separate video and a separate support article on all that shortly. But here you can add your own footer and text. You can also block users in the system anytime from the social user profile pop-up. You can click on block user and block them there. And you can also whitelist or blacklist devices. So if you have a restaurant or a location, for example, that wants to whitelist their iPad so they can use the same internet access without the captive portal popping up all the time, just get the MAC address of the iPad, put it into the whitelist, and that will not prompt that device for a social login. At the same time, if you want to blacklist people, you can do a hard blacklist by putting in their MAC address there. So we also launched a huge news last week was our DNS Content Filter. So this allows all the good sites. So anything like Google, Google friendly search, family search, anything that is family friendly or really acceptable on the internet is allowed through. Anything that is not allowed through or is questionable, such as adult material, porn, pirated software, hacking, phishing, illegal drugs, all that stuff is blocked on a content filter. So we block different types of categories. As I mentioned, we're going to be giving access to this to you guys. Right now, we're just running in beta mode, and we're offering this at no charge on top of the legacy options right now. So you'll be able to do that. We block all kinds of threats, botnets, malware, phishing, proxy, and servers, that tools that are used to get around DNS blockers, such as translation sites as well. And we also enforce Google Safe Search, Bing Safe Search, and YouTube restricted mode. So a lot of the family-friendly stuff that you want is now built in to the SH100 devices out of the box. So for example, if I was not using a Google Safe Search and I searched for porn, for example, I would get all of this funky, dirty stuff coming back. You do not want that at a family restaurant, especially when you are legally liable as a consumer or as a business offering to your consumers internet access. You don't want this available to them. With Google Safe Search on, with the DNS filter and content filter enabled, you can actually block even results on Google to all the bad stuff. And if you click on any of these, you'll get a blocked page that looks something like this. So the domain name, whatever it is blocked due to a network filtering policy. Okay, this is what the customers see. This stops them from accessing anything questionable or illegal on your client's networks. This is a huge selling point, guys. So if you haven't yet reached out and talked about this and you're using SH100s, talk to your clients about this, because this is something that they legally need, not just like a nice to have. They literally need to have this to abide by internet or public Wi-Fi laws in most states and most countries in the world. So as I mentioned, we built this in to our $49 device, our SH100, available at shop.mywifi.io, sold for $49 with free shipping over $100. Now we have our DNS filter and content filter built in right into that device. So all you do is plug it in the same way you normally would on location. Not only do you have presence analytics enabled, but you also have a DNS filter enabled to a $49 device. This exact stuff, this technology is sold in Cisco or other APs for hundreds or thousands of dollars. This is $49 for the same thing. Now, this is great for your small to medium-sized local businesses, around 20 to 30 simultaneous users max. Anything else, you want to use Cisco, Meraki, you want to use OpenMesh, Aruba. Now, we integrate with all of those natively as well. And now that DNS filter is available all in the dashboard. You can go and turn it on. Let me show you exactly where that is. So in your dashboards, if you go into locations, okay, let me actually go the other way. Let me find a device that we have that's set up. And I will find, as I mentioned, this is a demo device, but let me go over to a location here. I can go under options and I can see the DNS content filter. Okay, I can go turn this on. Now, you need to have an SH100. If you do not have an SH100 available, you're going to get a message like this. So this only works if you have an SH100 assigned to your location. So make sure your device is an SH100, and once you turn it on and then click on save, everything will be applied and your content filter will be filtering content as you go. So that's where you turn it on. I highly encourage you to go do that. Now, in order to have this enabled, you need to upgrade your device. So most of you who are upgrading will see an upgrade available yellow button on your device's screen. So on your device's tab, you'll see that yellow upgrade available notification. If you click on that, basically it all runs automatically. Now, if you do not see the upgrade available option, that means you need to do a manual upgrade of your device. In very rare cases, you have to do this manual upgrade. You'll notice it by seeing this red button if you open up your device settings. So if you don't have an upgrade signed, you open it up and you see this message. What you need to do is follow the instructions on support. Just search support for SH100 manual firmware upgrade. And then you follow the process. You download a file. You connect to your hardware. It takes about 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes, and then you are good to go. And it will also enable automatic upgrades moving forward. So you need to perform this to do that. And then you hop over to your DNS filter and turn it on like I just showed you. Once that is on, it will automatically start blocking content and enable a perfect content filter for you to enable at your local businesses and really stop anybody else from accessing stuff that they shouldn't be on your free Wi-Fi. So that being said, I know a lot of you were getting started, or a lot of you are new to my Wi-Fi and wanted to get started with the 30-day Wi-Fi challenge. Now, what I'm going to do is go through a very quick overview of what that is. Okay, I mentioned to you guys I was going to do a shorter video. I haven't had the chance yet, What I'm going to do is go through the same slides that I'm going to be creating for you guys manually and show you exactly what the 30-day Wi-Fi challenge is and show you how easy it is to get started. Okay, so give me 1 sec to pull up the slides here. So the 30-day Wi-Fi challenge is the most effective way to land new local clients, guaranteed. This simply works. It's a strategy that if you implement in about 10-15 minutes a day for a total of 30 days, you will get results. So the 30-day Wi-Fi challenge, and my promise to you is that if you give 100% effort for 30 days and you literally spend just 20 minutes a day for 30 days straight, you will get more clients, guaranteed. So we've made it really easy in our dashboard to do this. If you're doing anything with local marketing, social Wi-Fi can be your door opener and your lead driver for all of your new business sales. So the process works exactly like this. You qualify clients, you qualify them figuring out, hey, are they the right clients you want to talk to? Do they have money to spend? Are they the right people that you should be selling to? Then you want to show and sell. You show them a preview and a real-time example of what you can do and how you can add value to their business. And then you upsell them everything else. Once you install social Wi-Fi there on a free plus hardware trial, you establish trust, and you are able to then sell your client anything because you're literally capturing tons of data and showing them huge value out of the box. So I'll show you how in less than 5 minutes you can do this. Or if you guys are ready, let's get started. And I obviously did this before, so I'm just going to run through it here. We're going to focus on fast sales. So fast sales really follows the same AIDA sales process, the very well-known process of awareness, interest, decision, and action are fast. So we're replacing those with find. So number one, find clients on Facebook. Facebook and Facebook Messenger today is the ultimate sales tool to find clients. What you want to do is inside your Facebook app, use the new Facebook Find Wi-Fi tool to find businesses in your area that offer free Wi-Fi. Or simply go into Facebook and search Facebook for restaurants nearby or bars in Boston and replace Boston with your city to find clients that are near you. Once you find those clients, you go and find them on Messenger. You go to their page, you click on message. You can literally see here that this client replies within a few hours to your message. So where else do you get a lead where you are literally notified in advance how long they're going to take on average to get back to you? So here we see this client gets back to you in about a few hours. What you do is you also click on the info button. You can find out who their general manager is. You can find out their real email address, a little bit more about the client. Then you open up Free Messenger and you ask them this magic question. That question is, hey, do you offer free Wi-Fi? And as a result, you'll start a conversation. This conversation is what we call engagement. And once that customer is engaged, you move on to the next step, is you ask. You ask those questions to the local business owner to identify a need or a want for new customers, more business, and more revenue. So in our members area, we have tons of this content. So make sure you do check it out as partners of ours. Go up to the members area and search for cold calling or search for businesses that do not offer Wi-Fi, for restaurants, whatever your niche is. We have tons of door opening questions to ask in there. Then once you've identified their main points, you deliver a solution to heal their pain. So that is the next step. You show them the solution by providing them with a real life example of what you can do for them. And this is your new unfair advantage, really, when you're selling social Wi-Fi. You simply take your portal /p/Facebook page. So you can use this if you are a white label or a legacy partner or enterprise or network partner with My Wi-Fi. You have a white label created. You also have a white label social portal. So you take that portal URL /p/Facebook page, whatever that page is, for example, /Coke, /AA for American Airlines, whatever it is, whoever your client is, and you can send that to them. It will automatically generate a preview in your dashboard. So here, for example, you can also do that /P, or you can go right into your dashboards, paste the Facebook page of your client, and will automatically create a shareable URL that you can use to show your client in real time what a social Wi-Fi login would look like. And then anytime somebody follows that flow and fills out that preview or runs through that demo, they're automatically going to be added to your lead in your CRM. So this is a preview of what your clients will see. They'll see your logo up there, actually. They won't see ours. They'll see everything generic. They'll come through. After they connect, they'll go through the Facebook landing page of that client and to the redirect to the Facebook page as well. You can edit all of this on the preview section in our CRM. And then once that client does that, those leads are automatically added to your lead list in the CRM. So you follow up with those qualified leads, to get a transaction. That's the last step in our fast sales process. Transaction is really, we recommend going for a $99 to $299 hardware deposit and 30 days of free service. So in this case, there is virtually no risk for your client. Then after that is good, you can offer $99 to $299 a month. That is even severely discounted off of what the going rates are, very competitive in the marketplace. You use that as your door opener to then upsell. Now, if you have trouble getting a deposit and a client, let's say, doesn't want to pay you a hardware deposit, if you trust them and you really want to do it, you can offer a trial absolutely free to guarantee that you get in the door and you have even the opportunity to show them how well this product can work for their business. Once you have it plugged in and you get those running, you literally tell them, you can call me anytime within 30 days and I'll come pick up the hardware at no cost to you. And for you to execute this, literally cost a piece of $49 hardware that you can reuse on every client that you take this to month after month. Now, ideally, you leave it in there and you plug it in. It's $49 to start it up, but I can tell you now this works. Feel free to check out the Facebook group and our success stories. We have people who are doing this on a regular and they are crushing it with sales. Actually, most of the people who are making the most sales are not even posting in the Facebook group. So if you guys are out there, I know who you are and I don't want to mention you. You mentioned you want it to be confidential. Please post in the group. Let us know your wins. Let us know how this is working for you. I already know it's working well. And you have nothing to fear. Anyone who's working with you is not in your same region. They're not going to steal your clients. Nothing to worry about. There's plenty of dough to go around. Social Wi-Fi is still in its infancy stage. Almost every single business needs this today. So to recap, use Facebook as the ultimate sales tool. Find businesses on Facebook, message them with the magic message saying, hey, do you offer free Wi-Fi? Start that conversation, get them engaged, send them a preview of what their Facebook page can look like. Message 5 new businesses every single day for 30 days total. If you just totally focus on this for 30 days and less than 30 minutes a day at a time, if you work the numbers, 5 prospects a day times 5 days a week, let's say you take weekends off, times 4 weeks is 100 outbound messages. Do you think you can do this? Now, I know you can if you focus on this and carve out the time in your busy schedules to do this. But if you do, you'll start getting tons of results. Now, separately, you want to target fab clients. So clients that spend money on Facebook, they're willing to take action and they have a budget on this. So they're willing to do that. You want to avoid con clients, the ones that are cheap, don't want to spend money, the ones that are old school, they don't really believe in spending money on new things, and the ones that are nagging, the ones that really kind of bother you and want to do everything themselves and really just get in your face. You want a client that'll trust you, that'll be more hands-off and allow you to do your thing, because these are the clients that'll trust you when you show them the report of the data you're collecting. They'll be like, great, that looks awesome, that works, let's do more. So if you follow the fast sales process, find the fast sales process, find the fab clients, avoid the con clients, you can take your network, scale it, and grow it quite nicely. Now, once you got your first clients, you might ask yourself, hey, now what? We go into the easy fulfillment, and the easy fulfillment is as follows. You extend. So once you have that preview created, you one-click convert that preview to a campaign. Once you have the campaign, you can go edit it, do whatever you want. You do customizations. You can add graphics, change the layout. You can put different redirect options in there. You can change language options, whatever you want, you can do. Then you want to assign it. So you want to assign a location, a device, a campaign, and then you can do the sub-user and quick report like I just showed you, create that new sub-user to give to your clients. That's the only thing they need. They'll log in and see this beautiful dashboard. That's all they ever need to do to manage this. So you assign location, device, campaign, you create the users, you set it up. So really all you do is drop ship a device from us to your client. If you use the same email on our store as you do in the dashboard, we will automatically add these devices to your profile. If not, just take the MAC address and add it in. Once you assign this as well, you simply plug it in. You either send it to your client directly, or you have either yourself or ideally one of your partners or support reps go in there, plug it in, make sure it's all set up, test it on site, and you are good to go. We also layer over existing Wi-Fi networks. It's not all about the SH100 here. You can layer on Cisco Meraki, on Aruba, Ubiquiti with a gateway, OpenMesh natively, Cradlepoint natively, Ruckus, Xeris, and MikroTik all natively. MikroTik actually with a script, a custom script that we did for MikroTik. So you can learn all about these integrations at support.mywifi.io. Click on hardware and instructions. We have instructions on how to integrate all of these hardware providers. In this case, you don't need to buy hardware. If your client already has Cisco Meraki and is collecting all kinds of presence data and all that stuff, cool. We can work exactly with that. You don't have to touch the hardware. You simply layer us on top to provide a better captive portal solution. So the last thing on easy is year. So what you want to do is plant you plant the seed. Once you give this hardware away for free or do a 1 month pilot to the client, you want to really start planting the seeds. So you say, hey, look, if you like this, in the next 30 days, if you get started with us, we'll offer you a whopping 50% off of annual plans. So for example, $1,500 for the year for a small client on the SH100, probably 10 times as much of that if you're doing any kind of Meraki or OpenMesh or Aruba installation. But you tell the client, if it doesn't work, I'll pick it up anytime, so there's no risk. But then you send updates. So 3 days in, you say, hey, look, we got users, everything's going well. A week after that, say, hey, this is growing really fast. Are you guys seeing how much traction we're getting? Are you looking at the numbers? Check this out. Kind of make them very aware of how well this is working for them. It's also an opportunity, if it's not working or if you don't get the right numbers, to tell them, hey, make sure you put a poster or put a sign on your door. When people come into your business, they should see the free Wi-Fi sign. You should advertise this to get the numbers up. Because this 30 days is vitally important that you show the most you can to your clients. You have to have your best results in your first 30 days to make sure they sign up for your 1 year annual or 3 or 5 year plans. So 2 weeks, again, tons of engagement. Keep reaching out. This is an estimated schedule, but whenever you see something happen that's really cool, let's say you got like a huge day, a Saturday, send your clients a message. Hey, did you know that Saturday we had over 85 people connect to your network in one day? I mean, think about that. That's crazy. And, talk about that, get your clients excited, and then push them to close out in the final days, get them to take advantage of your huge discount. It doesn't have to be 50%. It doesn't have to be a discount at all. In fact, you can just push them on an annual plan and get them to sign up, because that's when they're most hot. When they first find out about the technology and first see that it works, you want to get them in and strike when the iron is hot. Okay, that is our easy fulfillment. Easy to scale that. You can take it, and that 30-day Wi-Fi challenge is always available to you. I'd love to see you guys post the results in the group, because I know you can do it. We see a lot of people who are doing it already, and that is how it works. So please, if you have not started this yet, go out there, start the 30-day Wi-Fi challenge. Post your wins also in the Facebook group, and please let me know how this works for you, because we're super excited to have this get going. So that's my little rant about the 30-day Wi-Fi challenge. For those of you who missed that or didn't see the initial video, I've been talking about it a lot. That is a nice quick run through. If you want the more detailed version, watch the first Wi-Fi Wednesdays that we did on November 1st, I believe it was. We relaunched it with that webinar, so you can always watch that, and we're more than happy to answer your questions now. So I'm looking at the Q&A here. If you have a question, you can go right inside and ask it, please. I'll be more than happy to answer it now. So Mike Mann is saying that for those who have MobiPunch, you can create a barcode. Yeah, you actually don't need the barcode. Let me show you how to integrate MobiPunch in the dashboard here. So you go to integrations. For those of you who have MobiPunch, you can do this. So you go down here and you search for punch cards under integration. So what you want to do is get your MobiPunch API key and paste it right here. I know we call it punch cards to be generic, but it's MobiPunch. It's your white label. Paste your API key right in there. Okay, and then once that is added, you can go inside automation. You can add a new automation here. And you can say, the automation usually is, let's say, punch connects, whatever you want to call it. So you trigger usually when somebody connects in real time at your location. So you choose the location you want to apply this to. Then you choose punch cards. Then you choose your actual integrations or the one you added. And then you choose exactly the loyalty program that you want to automatically add people to over here. And there's no scanning of barcodes required here. All you do is do that, click save. And then later when your clients go in and where they actually claim it or get their punches, that's when you can scan it using the iOS or Android native cameras now with the new updates. So no additional apps to install, actually no apps to install at all with this solution. Everything lives inside the mobile wallet and then lives inside the browser. So also, for those who are asking, saying that you have upgraded your thing, you don't see the yellow upgrade button, and you don't see the manual upgrade, you need to be on a network, enterprise, or legacy plan for you to get presence analytics. So it's not available for everybody on the free plans or on the low $100 plans. It's available on our monthly plans that are $800 and up for the network plan, or on our legacy plan. So that's where you get presence analytics, and that will all be enabled through that. And we got tons of great data and with new dashboards that we're going to be launching based on that presence analytics in the new year. The best way to show Jim's wondering, what is the best way for somebody to show that they are connected using social media at the Wi-Fi on location? Usually it's best to just open up their phone, have the server say, hey, just open up your settings and look at the SSID that you're connected to. If you see that it's the SSID, that is the network that you have for that client, or the waiter or waitress on site should know that. That's the best way to get it going. Question from Herschel saying that you need some technical help in getting things started. What can we help you with? Can you be specific? I know that we have our support section for those who want videos or walkthroughs or articles on how to go through everything. It's support.mywifi.io. For example, if you're looking to just get started, click on the Getting Started with My Wi-Fi tab. Follow these instructions. Create a location, connect your hotspot, add a device, create a campaign. If you have an SH100, for example, and you want to get that connected, you can search over here. That's the manual upgrade that I mentioned about before. You can get it. If you need help on how to install a location, let us know. Be specific in what you need help with. In 99% of the time, your answers are here. And if not, simply chat with our support team. Let our support team know exactly what you need help with, and we are more than happy to help you with that. Somebody's asking where you can access the previous Wi-Fi Wednesdays sessions. Great question. You go to Facebook. Inside Facebook, you go to the Wi-Fi Marketing Experts, so the group, our actual group. You go to Videos. And under Videos here, you're going to see all the video replays. So all of the Wi-Fi Wednesdays are listed here. Here's one, there's another one. And we're going to probably amalgamate these and keep them on a separate area where you can watch them all, but it's nice because they're all actually in here. So here's another one here. So any of the longer videos typically are the Wi-Fi Wednesdays and happen every single Wednesday. I'm wondering, I'm actually going to make an album. I'm wondering if I can make an album of these, add a video and organize these. Facebook's got to do a better job with that, and then to be a lot easier to find. So the proximity and presence is only available on the SH100, on the OpenMesh, and on Cisco Meraki devices. Bob's wondering if we have the intents on having a larger capacity router. Yeah, we are planning on it down the road, Bob, but if you really want larger capacity, just go with OpenMesh or Aruba or Meraki. Any of those turnkey out of the box will work with our system. No firmware required. And that you can scale. You can get thousands and thousands of users on those. The SH100 we built specifically for hyper small businesses. So that's really small businesses. That's your specialty. Anything bigger than that, we recommend you going with OpenMesh or Aruba or Meraki. Yeah, Darcy's asking what are the support hours during the holidays. We have full support during the holidays. So with the exception of a couple holiday days, we always have critical support. So the system will always be running. Everything's great. We have 24/7 critical support. If you're wondering how to edit your template on Christmas Day, we might not answer you, but that's anything critical will always be around. Any kind of other mobile opt-ins that auto grabs things, I wouldn't trust. I'm not sure how the technology is grabbing that data, if it's actually coming with proper validation, if it's properly legal and you're actually getting the data, or just reading a cookie and getting the person's email. That's not allowed. So I'm not super familiar with other methods of that. And I would just really stick to the validated Wi-Fi login option method, which gets you a legal first name, last name, email, all the great profile data. And as mentioned, we have our new legal terms, which I will be doing a separate video and sharing that with you as well. Question from Herschel. Yes, you can add multiple SH100s. We are going to be launching a mesh option for those devices to allow you to turn those SH100s into repeaters and add multiple at one location and have them blanket the same way OpenMesh does. That's coming in the new year. In the meantime, yes, you can add more than one. You'll just have to get the one-click connect if you move networks. No re-authentication, no re-opt-in, stuff like that. Just a one-click re-opt-in works pretty quick with that. And yeah, that answers the question for the multiple. You can have multiple as well from Paco Lopez wondering. You can do that in a church. You can add multiple, 3 devices, definitely add 3 SH100s, and that will work seamlessly on location. And then when we launch the mesh network option, You'll be able to do that as a repeater. If you need to do like a patio extender thing, you can convert it automatically for wider range using the SH100. Lannister's wondering if I can post the My Wi-Fi Wednesdays into the dashboard back office. Yes, I can look at doing that, Linear, for sure. Just gonna make a note of that. So Herschel's asking, does the SSL cert apply to the website portal, the system, or both? You have two different SSLs that we get for you. Let me show you where those are when you're setting up your branding. Okay, so one sec. So when you set up your branding, we actually issue two SSLs for you. You have to validate two of them. So you have your custom domain, your control panel, which is this, your control panel with your logo, your menu, all the settings and stuff. That is one. So you just point that to your subdomain.mywifi.io. And then separately, your social portal, which is your captive portal, which is what people get when they pop up, the Wi-Fi connects Wi-Fi pop-up. That is separate. So you want to push that to your subdomain.securewifi-login.com. You set these up, and then once you are good, they will be green, for example, green like this. You also want to make sure your V2 social portal is active, and then you can enable this, click on save, and you are good to go. We get those both SSLs for you. We register them and assign them to your account. George is wondering where you find the upgrade for the SH100. I covered that in this video, George, so please watch it and rewind it on Facebook, and you'll find the answer there. Yes, William, you can hook up a 20-building apartment complex. All depends on how your network is set up. You can likely put a gateway there if it's all connected in one place, or each building might have their own section. You put a gateway in each, or if they're using Aruba or Meraki or OpenMesh or any of the hardware providers that we integrate with seamlessly, you can plug that in and layer it on with no firmware or hardware required. Mike, if you can clarify the video for emails, not understanding exactly what you're asking. Linda's wondering on tips to find someone to install these. So Linda, all you do is plug it in and turn it on if it's the SH100. If not, just look for a router installation service in your area on Craigslist. You can literally find it. Or depending on Linda, if you let me know where you live, not your actual address, but like what state you live in, Amazon has some options. So if you actually go to Amazon.com and you just type in, I think, router install or one of the things. So you see, like if you buy any of these access points, let me show you, they actually have the ability, and I covered this in one of the groups, you can get it installed. So let me see, I don't see it right here, but they have an installation service on Amazon. Sometimes Google is better to search for Amazon for their own services. Let me actually just try that. I'll share the link with you guys and try how to find it. Here we go. So wireless home networking setup is what it's called. So here, depending on what Linda, let me know your zip code and I can kind of show you the estimate and how much it costs. Because really, you're charging a client $300-500 setup, $1,000 setup. It's totally worth it spending $66 or whatever it is to a network installer to do that. So she lives in the Chicago suburb, and let's get an estimate here. This is an estimate, is based on my region. Let's see, it's not allowing me to drop down, but either way, look at these results. So 528 reviews, 90% wireless home networking setup. I appreciate him taking the time to figure out, brainstorm affordable solutions. Paul was great. So what you do, you can even call this guy the first time. Let's say Paul comes over and installs your network. Be like, hey, Paul, how's this? Let's forget Amazon, and I'm just going to pay you $50 to do these all the time. Paul will be like, yeah, sounds great, because he's just literally looking for quick jobs in your area code. So that's pretty cool. I wish I had the ability to sometimes, where is it? I want to be able to type in your actual, your zip code. Either way, not important for now. But that's where you find it. That's the great guys and girls that can install your routers for a very low cost. Yeah, I can teach you guys maybe coming up in the new year, ways to get new clients on webinars, ways to do cold emails, ways to kind of get some interest going, ways to do demos, all that stuff. We're actually launching some new products as well that'll help you sell. So yeah, we can show all that kind of stuff as well. I recommend if you're just starting out now and just joining us, actually, George said Geek Squad also is a great option. Geek Squad at Best Buy might be available as well. You can call them up and be like, look, it's not a Best Buy product, but I just want to pay you to install something, or even just find the name of the guy to do it. So Darcy said, actually, he had an Amazon guy come out for his installation. He wasn't able to help, and his rates are higher off of Amazon. So not sure what you were asking him about, Darcy, or how qualified that guy was. But everything is really simple. One thing I can just stress to everybody, do not overcomplicate your situation. I'm finding like a lot of you guys are like trying to take something easy and just to kind of try to F it up. Like you're just finding ways to break it or finding things that don't need to be overcomplicated, and you're making them complicated. So just really simple is better. If it's an SH100, plug in one. Don't start with 5. Like just try one, see if one's good. Move forward from there. If it is like Meraki or OpenMesh or you know any of that stuff, get the provider, ideally, who installed the access points to begin with. Talk to your client and have them link you up with that person. They're usually the best person to do it. And you don't have to worry about anything. Everything is all done by them. You just send them the support article on what to do, and it's really easy. So I just really want to stress, a lot of cases that I'm finding, a lot of questions that are coming into support are being overcomplicated for no reason. There's a lot of ways to do things efficiently, effectively, and simply. You don't have to make things more difficult than they have to be. All right, any other questions that I can get to? Some of the questions that are being asked have already been answered, so I'm gonna not go through those. All right, anyone? I'll actually, Leonard also has a great idea about setting these up in for low-income families. Usually there's community centers or areas where people love free Wi-Fi and they need free Wi-Fi. They would really appreciate it because Wi-Fi in some cases is expensive. So setting these up there pro bono for free, I'm not asking anything in return other than having your logo there. It's a sign of goodwill, and it will also have the paid businesses in the area potentially reaching out to you to be able to do that. White label email sales videos. Not sure what those are. We do offer the portable mini device. They're sold on Amazon. You can find out what they are. They're the AR150, and that is something that you can use and install the firmware yourself. Takes a few minutes, and you can buy them on Amazon for like 25 bucks. And those are the USB powered, battery powered ones that you can plug in, put them in your pocket, and tether them with your iPhone or Android to use the data from your phone to power that little mini device. So you can actually you can be a walking hotspot using the data right from your Android or iPhone and a portable battery. That is awesome stuff. And let me show you where to find that. So you go to our support site. And if you go to devices and hardware, actually go down to the bottom here, you got 4G wireless and phone tethering. So the instructions on how to tether an iPhone or Android to a mini device, a list of modems that we support for those mini devices, and the mini devices themselves. So this is the GLI AR150. That's the one from Amazon. There's also the Nex available, but this one, for example, is one of our favorites. It is a nice little router. That is what it looks like there. Pocket size, USB powered, and you can buy them right on Amazon. So it's pretty sweet. You update the firmware just following these instructions. Really easy to do. And then once this is done, you are good to go. You can take this and put it in your pocket. You can purchase it right here. I'll click on there, right from Amazon. Here I see they are listed at, still at $24.99. All right, thanks for clarifying. Pre-selling the product. Yeah, we're coming out with a whole bunch of videos as well to pre-sell the product. For different industries, what it's going to be is my voice saying, hey, are you a dental office that could use more leads? Check out how this works. Step 1, step 2, step 3, connect, engage, automate. Contact us today. I'm not going to mention my name, being Kevin, or our company, My Wi-Fi. It's going to be very generic, and it's a video that you guys could use to post on your website, send to clients, and then ultimately they will book a demo with you. Yes, going to be creating those. If you can share some ideas in the group, reasonable ideas, obviously, we can start creating those. Awesome, cool, happy to help. All right, any other questions I can get to? Linda, you're asking the same question over and over. It's already answered that. Just rewind and we can get to it. I want to just avoid going through all the same stuff. Jim saying everyone loves our Wi-Fi sucks animated video. Awesome. I'm very happy that you guys like it. And that's also a video that I would love to, to have you guys share often. Get that in front of your clients, get them seeing it. It's a great way to explain how it works because it's very easy to do. Yeah, Darcy, no problem with that. Just send a message to support and we will be more than happy to take care of that for you. All right, guys. Well, hey, I appreciate everyone's time and coming live on the call, everyone who's here live, as well as anyone who's watching the replay. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. We're going to have a lot more training lined up for you next week and more stuff in the middle of that with additional videos and other more cool resources. So if you have any questions, feel free to hit us up on our support site if it's something for your account specifically. If it is a marketing, sales question, success story, anything like that, a brainstorm, you can post in our Facebook group. And thank you to everyone who joined us again. I really appreciate your help. Again, if you need help anytime, contact support.mywifi.io or send an email to support@mywifi.io, and we'd be more than happy to help you scale your business. Thanks everyone who joined us on this week's Wi-Fi Wednesdays. My name is Kevin Z, and I will see you in the Facebook group. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.